Ooh, I'm live. Okay, let me figure out how to share all this. Let's see. Hey, everybody. If you're rewatching this, I just have to share this real quick. Out. And there's no one in here. Cancel. Do not do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm sharing real quick. If anyone's in there, I can't see you. Crap. All right. Hey, Plush Splash. How are you? Sorry, I'm just sharing the stream here real quick. All right. Oh, let's chat. I'm doing good. I just got done recording like 3 episodes of Peculiar Occurrences, and I thought since I had everything all set up, I would live stream for a bit. So how are we all doing? Anybody up to anything? It's early in the AM. My night stalkers, my night owls, all well on my side. Well, that's good. I'm glad everything's all good for you. You been putting anything out lately? Any projects? All right. Have a good night. Please like the stream before you leave. It's gonna be a sad and lonely stream. No one's up today. Says 0 people's watching me. What's my phone? You're allowed to sing and listen to music on streams. There's nobody here to tell me. There is no one here to tell me. Nope. It's a sad, sad, lonely world. Peculiar world that I live in. Hello, anyone there? Lilith to all of the internet. Is anyone there? This is a very, very lonely stream. A very lonely stream indeed. Hey, how are you doing? It's a very, very lonely stream. About to coffee up. I could definitely use some coffee. I've been up all night. I just got done recording 3 episodes of Peculiar Occurrences, and I thought I would live stream while everything's kind of set up. You doing anything? You got any projects coming out? Way too many. That's awesome. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. I am bored. I have nothing to do now. I don't feel like editing yet. Tennessee. Tennessee. Pennsylvania. Nice. Nice. You like it there? Pennsylvania? Not winters. I don't like winters either. Every winter, my pipes freeze and bust. And I have to buy new pipes just about every January. It's not very, very insulated under there. Well, I take it Tuesday night's not a very busy streaming night. I'm new at the streaming thing. This is like my second real stream with the camera on me. I've streamed with video games, but never with the camera on me. Last one I had was super busy. I guess like tonight's not a good night for it. Everybody's got to get up and go to work. I work night shifts, so yeah. I sleep during the day. I work at night, so I go to bed while everyone's at work. You know, on the days that the world will allow that to happen, because there's those days that you have to go and take care of stuff. Stuff started popping up. Note to self. Today is not a day to do this. What is this? It's Monday, right? Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday now. See, that's what happens when you don't sleep at night. Your days just like blend together into each other. I know I'm almost there. I'm getting so close. I hit 800 at my live stream. What was that, like Saturday night? I think it was Saturday night I live streamed. I hit 800 and I've gotten like 20 more since then. I'm really liking the live streams. They're fun and it helps me like kind of get to know people and stuff. So, you know, they're pretty cool. Ooh, somebody else is in here. If you guys can give me a thumbs up. And I'm not sure who else is in here, so if you're not subscribed, subscribe, please. Yeah. I'm lacking there pretty bad on the view hours. I was in live stream jail. I had made a video a while back about how eating Tide Pods are stupid. And unfortunately, I decided to add clips of people eating Tide Pods. And YouTube decided that was not healthy for the community. And I was getting a guideline strike. And my content was getting taken down. And I could not live stream for 3 months. It's amazing how much it really makes you want to live stream when you're not allowed to live stream. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Well, I can see why they would see it was a danger, but what I did was I took a compilation of people eating Tide Pods, and I put that na 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 from What Does the Fox Say, and I added it to the Anaconda line. We're on some dumb shit. And I had it play that over and over and over again with the compilation. And that's really like all it was. And I got in trouble. Yeah, it was stupid. It was really stupid. It wasn't worth getting in trouble. I wish they had a system where they could warn you to take it down, because that's one I wouldn't have minded to like just take down. There's somebody else in here. So, you guys have any plans this week, or any videos coming out this week, or anything like that? Phantom viewer. Yeah, I got a lurker. I got a lurker in the room. I say room like it's a chat. Well, it is kind of a chat room. Awesome. Awesome. When's your next one come out? Oh, awesome. Do you do yours every day? I wish I could. I just don't have the time to do mine every day. Almost. Well, major props to you. That's some work to try to edit a video every single day. I do a once a week show mostly, and then if I come up with a vlog or anything else in between peculiar occurrences, I'll put that out. But other than that, episode of Peculiar Occurrences every Friday. Selfish self-promotion. Every Friday. Did I say every day? I meant every Friday. I'm tired. I guess I'm getting there. I don't know what I'm doing still up. My kids don't even have school today. I could be in bed right now, but I'm still too hopped up to go to bed. Working that night shift life. Third shift. Die Bullfrog. Hey there, Die Bullfrog. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please do. I would much appreciate it. You doing good? That's good. We're just hanging out tonight. I just got done filming 3 episodes of my show, Peculiar Occurrences, and I thought I would try to live stream while my equipment's set up. There are some pretty good ones too. I investigated a couple of urban legends. Mark Metal. I am secure enough to tell you I am using Farmella's catchphrase. I don't know what that is. How are you, Mark? Hello? Back to bed in a few minutes. Good night. Good night. Have a good night. Sorry I'm not super entertaining. Inside joke between Farmel Fantastic and me. I am doing fine. Hope you're well. I'm doing good. Like I said, I was just recording tonight. Nah, good night, Die Bullfrog. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. It's like 6 a.m. where I'm at. But it's voting day, so there's no school or anything like that today. I didn't have to work last night, and that was nice. So I recorded. Ooh, I have all kinds of urban legends on the table. But I guess I'll let my live streamers know. I did one tonight that was pretty interesting on the ghost of the Hollywood sign. That one was pretty cool to look into. And one I had so much trouble pronouncing because I don't really speak Spanish. And it was about the weeping woman the weeping woman. I know I'm going to say this wrong. See, I can't say it. Leorietta. I just said it a million times and about had it perfect, and now I can't say it at all after I recorded it. Leorietta, I think. Oh, that one was fascinating. Oh my gosh, I did so much research on that one, and I got to learn a lot of new things about the Aztec culture and Conqueror Cortez and stuff like that. It was really fascinating. Yes, that is it. I can't say it. I had so much trouble saying it. But yes, that's it. Mark has it. I take it you've heard of that one? I tried to research back to the earliest use of the legend. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome. I read quite a few stories tonight about that. Or not tonight. I wrote the script a few days ago. But when I wrote the script, I read quite a few stories on it. I had a lot of fun with that one. I really enjoy researching. I think that's like one of the funner parts is when I can really find a subject that pulls me in, that has me just researching every little thing about it. I love it. And, got quite a few coming out. I've already got, I think, 3 or 4 episodes uploaded, and I filmed 3 episodes tonight. I read about it in an old spirit guide book. Oh, yeah? Yeah, there's a lot of different versions of it. Excuse me. There's a lot of different versions of it. And there's some versions where it's not even a woman. There's some versions where it's like a religious figure or a person of the cloth, priest or nun. It was really interesting. Oh, wait. No, I'm mixing that up with another one. I'm sorry. No, that's wrong. That is wrong. I'm mixing that up with the crying woman one. Um, the thing that was different for that one was sometimes it's a woman like getting revenge on a cheating husband or boyfriend or because she was made the other woman, and sometimes it has more to do with the mother committing a sin like against the church, and her being punished by her children being killed. It was really crazy. So many. There was so many. I had to like literally just pick a couple out to talk about, or the video would have been extremely long because there is so many versions of it. Aardvark Mark. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got confused about what was being said down there. But yeah, so I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I got it all recorded a lot faster than I thought I would. So has anybody here watch Netflix? I just got done watching Bates Motel. Hey Shannon, now see, hon, how you doing? Oh yeah, you don't watch Netflix? So all I really watch is YouTube or Netflix. I don't watch cable. I don't watch cable TV like at all. I watch YouTube or Netflix, and then once a year I rent HBO to go to watch Game of Thrones. You love Bates? Oh, it was awesome. I just finished it. Um, I just finished it a couple days ago. I think they did really good expanding the story, and I think that guy looks so much like a young version of the guy from the movie. I really do. I also just got finished watching a series of unfortunate events. The new not the movie, but the new season on Netflix. That was really good. It's one my kids got me into. It's really good to see you too, Shannon. I'm glad you could come in. And if you guys don't mind, make sure to leave me a thumbs up, please. And pretty sure subscribe to most everybody there. But if there's anybody watching that's not, please subscribe. A thumbs up, like that's a subscribe button. Now you gotta tell everybody to hit the bell button because it's like it don't matter. It won't tell you that the videos that you've uploaded video unless you hit the bell button. So yeah. Well, I can't think of anything to talk about. I don't want to give away everything I just shot either. I've been having a lot of trouble getting ideas of what to do next, though. So I'll come across something and it just won't feel right. I had writer's block for a couple weeks there. I post new episodes of Peculiar Occurrences every Friday. And other than that, I just make vlogs and stuff like that if I get an idea for something or I want to share something like I'm doing now with the live stream. I just filmed 3 episodes of Peculiar Occurrences. That's what I was telling them a minute ago. And I had everything set up, so I decided to do a quick live stream here. I've already got 3 episodes. Yeah, I've already got 3 episodes actually uploaded. I've got episodes through, I think, the 28th of this month already uploaded. And I'll be even more ahead once I get these edited that I filmed tonight. Then I'll be back to writing and researching. I'm trying to be on it. I'm trying to get so far ahead because it takes a lot to make an episode of Peculiar Occurrences. It's all the research I try to do into the subjects and how I try to give each episode kind of a peculiar twist if I can, or I bust the myth if I can, because I try to get to the roots of whatever it is I'm researching and find the real truth behind it if I can. And it just takes a long time to research it and to edit it, especially since I green screen. It takes a lot to get all that right and edited and everything like that. So I'm trying to get so far ahead so I can spend more time on my show and on the research and all of that. And I also have time to do other things. Like I'd done a collab with somebody called Real Talk. And I've had Real Talk around for a while. And it used to be where I just like ranted about news stories or something like that. And it's still going to be that sometimes. But I've started adding in interviews with people. And I just did one with Arta Morbid, this musician and photographer and videographer and stuff. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun. And I learned a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and I felt like I really got to know Arta Morbid a lot better, too. Like, we can be YouTube friends now, you know? Hey there, Chris. Welcome to the stream. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, subscribe. Yeah. Oh, I'm going blurry. There we go. Yeah. I really did. I felt like I made a good friend with him. And now I also find myself every time he puts out a video, I go out and I'm going over and watching it. He was super cool. I think it's really cool that he's worked with like over 100 bands. That's super cool. And not just like filming them. He actually plays the guitar and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. I can't wait to get to know more people like that. Right? Just randomly searching live YouTube feeds. Oh, well, welcome to my channel. I run a show called Peculiar Occurrences where I investigate all things peculiar. But right now I'm just doing a live stream. New episodes every Friday. So what are you into there, Chris? Thank you, Shannon. I try to make it as good as I can for you guys. You can list a peculiar occurrence if you want. And I investigate like all things peculiar. It doesn't necessarily have to be spooky or anything. I do a lot of spooky stuff, but I also like to go into like science and pseudoscience and investigate it and get down to the bottom of it, or like weird artifacts and things that's been found that's thought to be of like alien nature, and I try to find out the real results on what the scientists found on the object and all of that. Thoughts on the UN? You want my thoughts on the UN? I try to stay out of politics. I don't even want to go there. I feel like their end goal is basically to run all of the countries as one government. I've actually went and read the UN's, I don't know, not very many people realize this, but the UN actually has its own, like, constitution and, like, Bill of Rights, and I've actually went and read it, and I agree with most of it. But there was some stuff on there that I didn't agree with, and I don't really want to get into all that. I don't like to discuss politics too much. I get too heated. Yeah, I believe the countries should stay sovereign, if that's what you're wondering. I believe the countries should stay sovereign of themselves. I think it's good to have a place to go and talk out our differences and connect with the other countries, but I think the countries should stay sovereign to their own constitutions and stuff like that. Did you? Saw a UFO? I've seen unexplainable things. I don't know if they were alien, but I've seen unexplainable things. I personally, though, I don't know if they can come here or not, but I personally do not believe we are alone in the universe. That's just my own. I would kind of find it weird if we were, because I mean, the universe is so vast. I just don't feel that we are alone. I feel like even if they're not advanced enough to come here, I feel like there has to be life somewhere. And I also kind of buy into the panspermia theory. I actually did a video on panspermia. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's basically the theory that life is distributed throughout the universe through bacteria carried on comets. And that's basically how life gets from planet to planet or whatever. And I kind of buy into that. I could see that happening. And especially, with space rocks and asteroids and stuff being found with bacteria on it. I just kind of buy into that, I think, more than just about anything. I've seen one for real. I live in the country. Was the top that looks like a orange orb with like liquid molten metal dripping off. It hovered for a minute, then went up. Shan Miller says, no, I don't believe we are alone either. That's crazy, Chris. I believe you, though. Me to Lilith. No, I'm not going to question anybody else's experience there, but I don't believe we're alone. I really don't. I just believe that the universe is way too vast, it's way too complicated, and it's way too structured for us to be alone. Just because we're not advanced enough to see that they're out there doesn't mean that they're not out there. We don't even know the depths of our ocean. How can we start to try to think we understand the universe outside of our planet? There's no way we understand, like, for sure, the universe outside of our planet when we don't even understand the depths of our oceans. Could life outside our planet be covered up? They wouldn't want us to know. It could definitely be covered up. I mean, there's a lot of people who wouldn't understand, and especially with all the different religions around the world, that would vastly go against most of that. It would cause riots and everything else. So it could definitely be covered up if governments actually know about it. Which one's a good concept? We kind of talked about a bit now. Panspermia or the they're not alone. Hi, new subscriber here. Miss Time Bunny recommended you. Oh, I love Miss Time Bunny. Thought I'd pop in and say hi. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hi, and thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the live stream. I was just filming 3 episodes of my show, Peculiar Occurrences. New episodes every Friday. And I thought I'd do a live stream. We are now talking about aliens, though, and whether or not life outside of our planet exists. And I was telling them that I believe that we are not alone. And there's no way we can be alone. The universe is too vast. And that I personally buy into the theory of panspermia. The theory that says that life is distributed throughout the universe through bacteria on asteroids. Hey, Time Bunny! I love her. She's awesome. And my voice kind of went to another level, which I just lost my voice recently and have been getting it back. So, of course, aliens exist. We can't be the only beings in the universe. No, there's no way we're the only one messing everything up. You know, there's no way. We have to have help somewhere. And plus, humanity is not good at owning up to its own faults. So there really has to be somebody out there, you know, helping us mess all this up. Thank you. You're welcome, Tom Bunny. A small amount, I believe. Hi, Shannon. Hey, Miss Time Buddy. I do believe there is something out there, whether that be other beings or whatever else. I believe there's something out there. Like I said, whether or not it can get here is the question. There's a lot of proof, supposed proof out there that they have. And I've read stuff about, what year was it? Was it like, I think it was like 2003 or 2004, something like that. Like the European government had said, that they could, or the Vatican had said that it was okay to believe in aliens. And right after that happened, it was either France or England or maybe both had released all of their files to the public on UFOs and things related to that. Or at least that's what I've read before. Humanity at one point was reduced down to a few thousand people after calamities can see it in our genetics. I kind of believe that too. Because I've looked into a lot. When I was a kid, I actually wanted to be either an archaeologist or an Egyptologist. That was like my big dream, was to be an archaeologist or an Egyptologist. So I've looked a lot into like the pyramids and into like the pyramids, like not just in Egypt, like all around the world, in China, the Aztec pyramids, and of course that's led me to other ancient structures. And there is so much that is debatable that looks like it had to have been cut with like some sort of laser or fine instrument technology. And just with the kind of buildings that's been built and been left behind, it's hard to believe that there wasn't some sort of more intelligent culture. And with what cultures like the Aztecs, what they, what they knew about mathematics and about the stars and how they were completely able to map it, that's amazing for people of that time, if it really was the way they say it was. So it's really hard for me to believe that there was not at some point another intelligent uh civilization that perhaps killed themselves or got destroyed by an asteroid or something. Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot to say my Peculiar Occurrence t-shirt arrived. Oh, awesome. Okay, it's wonderful. I plan to take it with me on my trip this weekend. You should shoot me a picture. That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm so glad it arrived. The similarities are different people. God's is uncanny because they didn't know of each other. For example, the bird-like beings depicted in Egypt and the Mayan. Oh, the one that are supposed to be the Anunnaki? Are you talking about the Anunnaki, Chris? Shannon says, exactly how else did those stones that weigh millions get positioned so perfect? Yes, and not just in Egypt. Oh my gosh. If you look into South America, like there is so much, like so many ancient structures down there with stones bigger than the ones in the pyramids, like so much bigger and so much more fine cut. They go by many names. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've seen a lot about that. I just don't know what to believe about that. About the Anunnaki and what is it? The Pleiadians stuff. I used to see videos on those years ago, like years ago, when YouTube was first around. I'm the kind of person also, I gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it, to fully believe it. I have more of a, a see it, believe it, scientific type mind. I want to know how it works. I want to know the science behind it. I want to know the math behind it. I want to know how it gets there. But I'm not arrogant enough to believe we have everything figured out through science. And I know we still have a long way to go. See, I believe there are things that extraterrestrial life helped with. I do too. That's why I kind of believe they may have came here. I kind of, because of all the hieroglyphs from all around the world, all the ancient writings that have pictures of what look like, spaceships or ancient astronauts, the ancient astronaut thing. I think it was the Aztec or the Inca, maybe both, that had, I think it was the Aztec that had the little golden the golden airplane looking things. Looked like it had like an ancient astronaut in it. Those are ones I plan on looking further into in the future at some point and writing about. I believe there are things that extra. I already read that one. Chris says, weird how all past cultures did mass sacrifices, or is it they get energy, food through death and fear? Or they thought that. I mean, just think about all the wild rituals that a lot of today's religions have. I mean, you have people cutting off their penis skins and stuff like that. They may have thought that. They may have thought they got it. That could have been some sort of religion. Shannon Miller says, it's crazy. They are uncovering many tombs around the world, and the statues always facing the skies the same way. It's maddening. That might be one I have to look into, Shannon. I haven't really heard of that one. They're all facing the sky. Chris C says, you should look up the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. I think I've heard of those. Not enough to remember and recite back, because I actually have a horrible memory. But I think I have seen something on that before. I may have to look into that. Shannon Miller, yes. Okay. I see what you're saying there. Chris C. Or their gods demanded it. Or their gods demanded, or they thought their gods demanded it. Like I said, I have to see to believe. I'm an agnostic. I believe there's something, but I don't know what. Shannon Miller, yes, look into it. Shannon Miller, I'm going to check into that, Chris. Yeah, I may end up checking into that Emerald Tablet too. He was the Egyptian god of engineering and innovation. I have a lot of thoughts about the pyramids and what they could have been used for and stuff like that. Just like the way they sit on such perfect lines. I've seen some stuff about how some people think that they were actually used for travel, and that people would actually like have space saucer type vehicles that they would use in correlation with them to travel from pyramid to pyramid. And there's also theories that they may have been conducting some sort of electricity throughout the surrounding towns and cities and stuff like that. I've never looked deeply into those. Just as a warning, those are just some things that I've read and seen at some point that I might have to look deeper into at some point. You guys are giving me some good ideas. I think the pyramids are older than the Egyptian people because you can see 40,000-year-old sea marca on the Sphinx. Oh yeah, and the Sphinx is actually even older than the pyramids themselves, like the Sphinx is, and there's also supposed to be some picture on it somewhere. I think in between the legs, there's supposed to be a hieroglyph of a second Sphinx at the tail of it, And there's actually like supposed to be a huge mound back there that a lot of people believe there could be a second Sphinx sitting under the sand of the opposite sex. And there's also like this, like a doorway in the head, like an old doorway in the head. And they say there's also a whole chamber right under its feet that a boardwalk has been built over. Shannon Millard, Spooky Lilith out would be perfect for you. That would be perfect for you. A lot of these things you guys have been bringing up would be perfect for me. I love the peculiar hot. Oh, really? You haven't heard that? Yeah, you can actually find pictures. You can actually find pictures of the doorways and stuff. Have I seen a ghost before? I believe I have when I was younger. It was really weird. So that's why I kind of definitely believe in them. There was one time I used to watch Star Trek Voyager at like 3 a.m. every night when I was younger. And I would make myself a baked potato to eat while I watched it. And there was one night I went to go get my baked potato and all the lights in the house was off, except for a night light in the hallway on the way to my room. And I grabbed my baked potato and went walking down the hallway. And all of a sudden there was like this woman at the end of the hallway, like she was standing there. And I didn't know who she was. And she was like this much, it's hard for you to see, but like this much taller than me. And I just like walked up to her, like shaking my head, like, am I really seeing this, you know? And I grabbed my doorknob and my hand went through her side. And then she kind of stepped to the side and just walked by me. And I was like frozen. I mean, I was like frozen. Like the only thing I could move was like my head to watch her. And then when I slung my door open and the light came in the hallway, she disappeared. And I freaked out. I freaked out bad. And my dad told me I'd been watching too many scary movies, which I might have, but I seen something. I seen something that looked like a person. I mean, I could even tell that she looked like she had short brown hair. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. I don't really know if I really, really believed in ghosts until that moment. But I definitely seen something that night, or I was tripping or something. I don't know. I was a kid, so I was like a teenager. It was like summertime, so I was up all night. You do amazing work. I've got to get your shirt. I would love if you got my shirt. You can find the links in the description of my videos. Let's see. There's a ghost at my mom's house. I have others have seen it countless times. I know that house my dad used to live at where I seen that one. I also used to hear like every night I would hear what sounded like banging, and it sounded like it was coming from my attic, but my attic was just a crawl space, so that didn't really make sense to me. But it would sound like it was coming from my attic, and it would be like a banging, and then you would hear what sounded like a couple arguing, and you'd hear the man yell something and the woman scream out, and it was almost sound like he threw something at her or something. And I would hear this just about every night, and nobody believed me. And then I had my best friend Betty spend the night with me, and we were like sleeping in the same bed back to back and everything. And I started to hear it, and I just kind of raised my head up, and I felt her raise her head up, and I didn't say anything. And she was like, "Do you hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah, you hear that?" And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I'm never spending the night with you again." She never spent the night with me again in that house, like ever. And this girl is still on my Facebook page. I think I have a post she just posted on, like, here recently on my Facebook page. She can vouch for like all of that. Yeah, it is crazy. That's like some of the really weirdest stuff I've seen. At least that I'm willing to talk about at this point. I don't want to come off like yeah, I'm super peculiar. I'm super peculiar and I'm a super nerd. I love all things nerdy. Well, not all things, but I love a lot of nerdy things. Science and video games and role playing, and I mean book and dice, like D&D, but not D&D. I play Vampire the Masquerade, so that, and that's rare. You can't hardly find that anymore. Really, nobody does book and dice role play. Everybody role plays online. Awesome, Shannon's down with it. Yep. Well, guys, I think I'm about to end this. I've been going for about an hour. And I didn't know what I was going to talk about when I got on here to begin with. But you guys have been great and awesome. And I think we had a lot of interesting conversation tonight. I really love talking to y'all. I got to figure out how to turn it off. So I really don't know how to do this.